everyone. This is Doug Curtis with Network RV, and today we're continuing our series on making smart buyers smarter. And today we're with Rich Snipple from inTecRV. And Rich, I know you're standing in front of a really interesting looking teardrop camper, and could you please tell us more about this?
Yeah, Doug, thanks for having us on. I'll tell you, one of the things that we did here was basically just reinvented small camping. It's one of the things we were doing as we were going around to shows last year. We were asking a lot of questions and finding out what people did and did not like about their teardrop campers. And we just addressed those. And I think we've pretty much achieved what our goal was. Some of those things that they were looking for or complaining about was that they weren't real happy with the interior room that they have in current teardrop campers. While they're intended to be small, often people can't sit up or feel confined, and it takes them a while to adjust to them just from the claustrophobic feeling they get. At other times, they were saying that the kitchens just seem somewhat unusable. They're too sparse, and they were asking for a little bit more. So by changing the shape of the trailer and not having it come down in the front, we expanded the space inside greatly, and at the same time created what we believe is the most incredibly looking teardrop trailer on the market today.
Okay, well, I know I want to get a little bit closer. Before we go inside, can you take me to the front of the teardrop camper? Because I think that's one of the unique aspects that you really did some automotive engineering. Help us understand that, please.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, when we conceived this shape, the next thing was to put it into what we call surface drawing so that it could actually be CNC machined and we could create molds. So we went to an automotive designer and had him do the rest of this, and we think he really hit a home run. The front is what really stands out on this. It's got a tempered glass windshield, and it's a very, very large panoramic window so that when you pull up somewhere, you can park this thing in front of the lake and get that $1 million view. It's also the only teardrop trailer with a full front fiberglass cap. We went for kind of a retro mod type look, so this can be either vintage or very modern, either way. We took and put the LP compartment behind an enclosed front fascia, which is molded right in and looks just spectacular. Put an LED accent light on it. And in addition, this is one of the few areas that you're going to see that actually accentuates our all aluminum frame, which is what we're really known for here at inTecRV.
Oh, I think when you start to talk about an all aluminum frame, I know that you've got something that I don't think anyone has ever seen. Is this the right time I'm supposed to ask to take a look at the aluminum frame?
Yeah. We'll swing around here and we'll show you what we've got. I brought one of our frames up front, and this is it. It's an all aluminum cage frame. And what that really means is when you look at the competition, they're going to have a steel main frame, the frame being no taller than the floor. Then they start to build up walls, either laminated walls or stick and tin, which means that the cross members are going to be wood with either fiberglass or tin on top of it. And then they'll do an aluminum or a rubber roof. Well, with us, what we do is we cage build the entire thing ourselves. And we build our frame in-house where most manufacturers go to an outside vendor to have that done. But by cage building it, I mean that everything is welded. Your cross members in the roof, your studs in the walls, cross members in the floor, and your main frame are all welded together. This is all unitized before we start building the trailer at all, which it yields the strongest frame possible. And it's lightweight aluminum. It's never going to rust. It's never going to rot. It's never going to corrode. It's a trailer that's generational. So you can pass it down to somebody in 20 years, or if you decide to sell it, it's actually worth something because it's still in great shape.
That is a great articulation, and I really can see how you have really separated yourself from every other teardrop and probably many other trailers altogether. So here we are back at the side. What else do we need to look at while we're outside before we go inside?
It still gets back to the integrity of the entire trailer. We're fiberglass over Asdale, so there's no wood here. And instead of having a rubber roof or an aluminum roof, we're using a fiberglass roof. The same you'll see on the $1 million, $500,000 Class A motorhomes. We've got frameless windows, and it continues back around with the that more retro mod look where you can kind of see that This could either be really modern looking or this can be really vintage looking. It's just a design that's it's incredible. It really is beautiful.
It is beautiful. So I know you've got a secret there. Can you show us the secret?
What's inside the door?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is what's traditional about this teardrop camper is it's got the kitchen in the back. And as I told you, a lot of people had a complaint that their kitchens just didn't deliver what they wanted. They didn't have the room to cook. They didn't have the ability to cook. It didn't have the amenities that they were looking for. And we went over the top with this one, let me tell you. We put a 3-burner Dometic stove in, so you can actually prepare larger meals and all at the same time. We put in a commercial grade faucet with a sink. Swivel this out of the way. It's actually a sink that works. You can wipe down, wash pots, pans, plates, whatever. The stove will all rinse out and come down into the sink, so cleanup is really easy. There's tons of prep area right here. You've got a 1 cubic foot stainless steel microwave with a carousel inside. You've got plenty of storage up top for pots, pans, plates, bowls, cups, whatever. And then back here, you've got your spice rack, and it's just sit behind 2 bungee cords, and they stretch down out of the way. Right up here, we've got our command control center, which is going to control our lights. Our first light is the overhead LED, and then our next one is going to be this accent LED right back here. You can also check your battery level, your fresh water tank. You can turn on your water pump and your water tank heater. So it's got an 8-gallon fresh water system on it with a tank heater. And then one of the best things that we save for last is this incredible Dometic refrigerator that locks out. It's 12 volt, 120 volt. This is the upgrade. The standard is just going to be a 12 volt. But the beauty of this thing is it comes so much technology. Dometic designed this to be used with an app on your phone. So it will give you alarms if the temperature gets too warm. It'll actually give you an alarm if the door is cracked open so that you're not wasting your energy. Because again, this is going to run on 12 volt or 120 volt. You can also make all your controls and adjustments from the front and from the phone. And then it's locked out in place, so if you're on a slight incline, you don't have to worry about fighting this thing to go back in and out. You go in, pop it, slides right in. You got a little bit of additional storage down below with your 12-volt battery, your winterization, your sink drain, and you got a little bit of storage right here. And this is your access back for our air conditioner, which is mounted underneath the stove.
Okay.
Got 2 Rockford Fosgate speakers also.
Excellent. I really, really appreciate you articulating this design. This looks fantastic. So we're going to go inside now?
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look inside.
So I know that you said initially when we were talking, Rich, that a number of people really felt claustrophobic inside and really didn't have a room to sit up. Can you sort of, now that we're inside, sort of reorient us so we know where we are and how it all works?
Yeah, well, the design continues inside. I'm 5'11", can sit up in this front area. Plenty of room to look out the front windshield. I've got a built-in table right here to either use as a computer station or a place to eat. Conveniently located, some 120-volt outlets here, along with 2 USBs. You've got accent lighting up top that can be turned off. It can be white or just the accent blue. When it gets hot-eyed or you want some privacy, you can pull the roll shade down in the front, and gives you plenty of privacy in the evenings. And then underneath here, you're going to have storage. That's a big thing in teardrops. There's never a lot of storage, but you've got storage on each side, underneath each one of the cushions. All the cabinetry is built in-house. We do that all ourselves. The floor is something else I'll talk to you about. It is a foam core floor. It's not a wood floor. We try to remove as much wood as we can. There's no wood anywhere in the construction or frame of this. The only place you're going to find wood is going to be in the cabinets. So we've got this foam core floor, which is lightweight, comes in CNC routed so that it's a perfect fit absolutely every time, and it provides a nice insulation factor. moving on to the back of the trailer, again, we've got so much massive amounts of room for a small teardrop trailer, but we've got 2 futon mattresses, which actually fold out and make a bed. I'm going to show you how that's done because it's really kind of cool.
Okay. Okay.
And this gives you 2 places to sleep. There's 2 of them built in headrest. You can watch TV. As I explained to you, this unit's actually got a really nice air conditioner. It's a 10,500 BTU Dometic air conditioner, and it's also got a heat pump in it. So we can provide heat inside of this with, as long as you got 120 volt power down to 32 degrees, it will pull heat out of the air and heat this trailer. And that's really unique because you're not going to find heat in a small teardrop trailer like this. So if you're at a campground, you could 4-season in this if you wanted, as long as it didn't go below 32 degrees. Your window valances, again, are going to have roll shades. And the beauty of these, unlike your, your day-night shades, is you can operate them with one hand over the side, and then same thing, just put them back up. You don't have to reach around and grab it with 2 hands. Our valances are not made out of Luan with material over them. It's actually extruded aluminum. They're really high-quality, nice pieces. Again, 2 more Rockford Fosgate speakers, a 40-inch Jensen TV. And as I was explaining to you when we talked on the phone, I put a 24-inch in here. It didn't look right. I put a 32 in. It didn't look right. I went back to the 40-inch TV, and the thing just looked incredible. We said we got to do it. Being a 40-inch television, it just made all the sense in the world, because this is this trail is just on grand scale. So it's 120 volt television. It's got a 150 inverter, so you can convert your 12 volt battery power. It's got an AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth stereo, 2 different zones for the speakers, one in the kitchen, one inside with your Rockford Fosgate speakers. And again, all these components are designed specifically for RV use. Okay, so our stereo system is actually a Jensen also, matching unit right with the Jensen TV. They communicate beautifully with each other. When you throw a DVD in, it's going to automatically play the DVD. There's no more searching for the input or what you're doing. But the beauty of this Jensen equipment is it is designed for over-the-road use. It's been, all the components are sprayed down and protected against moisture and humidity and things like that. They've all been vibration tested. And what's really incredible, and most people don't realize this, is when you mount a television inside of an RV that's bouncing down the road, you've got to make certain that the zerks that are connected to the frame of the TV go into the bracket that houses it on the wall. If they don't go to the frame, it's just going to tear out and you'll find it sitting on the floor. That's one of the main reasons that we use vendors that make products that are specific for over-the-road use and RV use. We're not looking for the least expensive components we can put in our products. We're looking for the best components that deliver the longest life.
Steve, that is a really great explanation of all the interior, the exterior, unique aspects of this Luna teardrop. I know that there's a lot of proof and evidence about your product that you've put onto the website, but people are sort of skeptics, and they need to be able to sort of see who else thinks you've got such a great product besides what we're sharing here today. So is there any other type of information that you might share that might be on your website or somewhere else where they can see, any testimonials or reviews by some other authorities?
Yeah, well, Doug, interestingly enough, our company started in 2010. We've been building RVs for 2.5 years of that time. We're really kind of the gold standard in aluminum car haulers. But we wanted to get into this RV market. We had some interesting ideas, and we wanted to put them out into the public and see how they did. But in our introduction of the Luna, which was just in September, and again, we're a very new RV company, not known, we're not large, we're one of the smaller guys on the block. The recognition that we just got this last fall was incredible. RV Business, which is the largest publication in the RV industry, put us in their top 5 finalists for RV of the year. And then RV Pro, another top publication, gave us Best in Show at the Louisville RV Show, which is the largest industry show that we have. So we were really, really honored at this what can we say? We're not going to rest on our laurels. We've got big plans and great things down the horizon that we're going to be introducing that fall along the same style of trailer, and we're really excited about those things.
Well, this has been, that's a lot of evidence and a lot of third-party endorsement, especially from recognized authorities. And from what you've been able to share with us today, I really, really think you've really are been able to help our viewers, make them smarter so that they can really make an educated decision.
Go ahead.
Rich, you know, you have been very articulate, and I can tell just by the endorsement from all the industry magazines and all the things that you've explained. We've really helped to make smart buyers smarter here today. Is there some sort of special offer that you think you might be able to offer to our viewers and listeners?
Yeah, we would. You know, we appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this and getting informed, not only on our products, but the other ones that you guys review. And we would offer special pricing that they would be able to take advantage of going in to see the dealer. Let them know that they saw us here on the show and took advantage of your offer. So that would be great.
Rich, that is super. So for all of you though, for all of you that are watching today, there is an orange button below the screen, special offer button. And if you click on that button, we will provide you automatically in an email the special offer coupon code, which you can take to each one of Rich's dealers around the country. Now, I want to thank everybody. Rich, I want to thank you. I want to thank all the team people that you've had to create this really informative session with us to make smart buyers smarter. I look forward to working with you in the future. With that, I'm going to say goodbye to everybody and ask you once again to make smart buyers smarter by watching us in the future. Thank you.
Thanks, Doug.